YouTubing. And this is Queen Plazdohtifaw. Hello, this is Queen Plazdohtifaw, and thank you for watching Nakucha Yara, a place where you can get information, even information I don't know. And that's because if I don't know it, I know you know it. Whatever the case is, share it. Uh, the subject that I want to speak on today is, and I'm gonna be brief. I'm not gonna be very long like I was yesterday, about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna be brief. But the subject is about our safety, our separation, and the security that we need. Also in us preparing. Preparation is very important, okay? So yesterday I kind of spoke on goals, the goals that we need to have to start setting. And I also spoke about me going back to Africa, to Nigeria, and I'm so looking forward to that. I'm excited about it, and I am doing everything I can preparing for that. But again, like I said, the subject that I want to speak about is our safety. So I know a lot of you saying, "Oh my goodness, we're just getting all of these emails, all of these texts, all of these notifications and messages and Messenger on Facebook, all of this stuff in regards to children being kidnapped and missing people and all of this." Okay, well, I just want you to know that it is true. And some of the videos that were sent out in regards to the type of vehicles they are, and you know who's doing this and all of that. Okay, I actually seen with my own eyes the vehicles, the vans here in Antelope Valley with locks on the vans, okay? And some of them are wrecked a little bit on the side. I said, okay, they must have been trying to get away. I'm going to share this, and I'm going to try to be brief about it. Again, my subject is about safety, separation, security, and it is important. If we don't get ready, baby, I mean, it's wipeouts. There are wipeouts, and if we're not preparing ourselves, then it's going to happen. Let's just say that it is going to happen. Point blank, bottom line. It's who is it happening to? Okay. So now let's get this straight off the top. It's not about your color, and it's not about your financial status. It's not about your attire, your job, and all of these things and what you have. It's not even about that. What it's about is your bloodline. So you try to understand, why is these things happening to these people right here and I'm right here? Okay. They know who you are. They know who you are. Get that in your head. They're very familiar with you. You go to the doctor all the time. You complain about them taking your blood. Now they're taking 2, 3, 4 pints. Well, stop them. They don't need that much. You can tell them no. You can tell them no. Okay. But anyway, we're talking about safety. That is a part of safety. Now, so there are vans riding around, and they didn't just come in the community. They've been in the community. They've been watching. They even so bold enough. They walking through the jungles in LA. Come on now. I'm scared to walk through the jungles by myself in LA. So how are you so bold enough to go and walk in the jungles in LA by yourself late at night with a big purse set up? Okay. So a lot of stuff has already been set up, already been prepped just for you. And you need to believe it, okay? So what we have to do is look out for one another. That's just it. It don't matter what your religion is. It don't matter what your color is. It doesn't matter what type of vehicle. None of that stuff matters. What matters is your bloodline. They know what your blood type is. This is not new to them. Nothing is new to them. They already knew. They already knew how they was going to maneuver and take over Leimert Park. They were already aware of this. It was set up. It didn't just start 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It started about 20, 30 years ago. And we need to pay attention. So, I was there at the drum circle, and I had said to one of the kings, I said, boy, they taking over Leimert Park. And he said, they ain't finna take over Leimert Park. We ain't having that. Well, hello, what's going on right now? And it's a reality. This is a reality. It's real. So if I can't get you to stand up and hold elbow to elbow with me, we have division. And the only way a person can come into the circle is there have to be a breakthrough there. Okay, let's use this for an example. When you're there at the drum circle and then, you want to go in the circle and dance, you got to find a way to get in. Okay, so sometimes there's a way where you get in so you won't interrupt to be crawling over people while they're trying to drum. Then sometimes it isn't. You have to go, you go from one side and you're like, oh, okay, there's a space over there. Well, hello, they're doing the same thing. Okay, so and the reason why I'm saying it's not about color, because we have all colors that is doing the same thing. Okay, so we have black on black crime, black on black insults, white on black crime, kill the nigga, kill the white man, we have all of this stuff going on, but everybody's so busy want to fuss and argue about what's happening instead of trying to get ready. Your safety is on the line. You understand? And the reason why you can't really see it like you should is because you're so busy getting high. You're so busy drinking. You're so busy partying. You're so busy just having fun instead of preparing for what could be the worst, because it's coming eventually and you need to pay attention to that. It's real. Okay. So now we have that. Now, safety. I'm going to look out for you. That's just it. But I'm going to do what I can do. What I can't do, I just can't do it. That's it. And I'm not going to sweat over it. So I'm at this point in my life. I'm 56 years old and I am proud of it. And I feel good. Hey, I'm good. But I'm at this point in my life. I'm not, I am not about to run myself rugged for nobody. Just not doing it. Because what happens is I'm drained. So now when the time comes for me to battle, I'm too drained to battle. It's like, whatever, let them do what they want to do. So what? It's not happening to me. It's not happening in my house. And that is so unfair. So we have this van out here driving around, and I've been watching the van for the longest. It's driving around and stuff. It's checking everybody out, what's going on. They're getting everybody's schedule. They know which vehicles you're in. They know where the kids live. They know bike time, play time. They have the schedules laid out. Okay. So I reported a couple of cars because they kept coming down this street. In order for you to come on this street, you have to be going somewhere. But you're just driving through. And I never see you stopping. I never see you pulling up. I never see you getting out the car. I never see anything. Just you driving through looking suspicious. Okay. And let me tell you this, it's not only Hispanics. It's not only Hispanics, baby. It's some of this here. They're doing the same thing because those people are paying big bucks to get somebody. Okay. They're paying good money. And they probably cut this, because they probably don't want it out like that. But I'm not saying who, I didn't put out no names or anything, but keep your eyes open. Pay attention, not just to your child, but to another child. If you see that child walking by themselves, it's okay for you to slow down. Slow down. Make sure that child is getting someplace safe. And I did that. With this young girl. It's a little frail thing. I mean, I was just imagining the van just pulling up and just snatching her, putting their hands over her mouth and just throwing her in the van. Okay, the van is isolated. I seen the van with it open, the back of it open. It was real quick, and I act like I didn't see anything because I didn't. But I can imagine it's isolated. I mean, insulated. I said isolated. Well, it is isolated, but insulated. So I'm assuming that it's so insulated to where if the child was to scream and holler, what have you, it muffles them. It muffles the sound. Then they could just turn the music up or whatever, however they're doing it and whatever their plans are. So there's a video that's going out. Is saying how they're injecting. You see something on your vehicle, you go to reach for it, and next thing you know, you're being ejected and thrown in the back of a vehicle or in the back of a van. If your vehicle is next to this van, any vans, and can't nobody else see you and nobody else is around, don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try to be the big bad wolf and like, they know better. Why are we like that? What you mean they know better? Yeah, they know better to mess with me. I'll do this. Yeah, you sure will do that in the back of their van. And that's real. But okay, so now we had it's two sides. There's a supermarket on each side. There's one at Food for Less, and then there's one the Stater Brothers. Okay, so now on each side, it was always a lot of men sitting in their vehicles, white men, Hispanic men. I've seen a couple of African men, black men, right, actually, sitting in vehicles, just sitting there, on their phone, smoking a cigarette. And it's like, dang, I see this vehicle here all the time. All the time. I'm in and out the store, up and down the street all the time. And I'm seeing these same vehicles and they're sitting in the same area. Okay, well, the kids hang out there at McDonald's. So now who's going to be left alone? Who's going to be the one that's walking by themselves because everybody else is gone? So these issues. Well, one kid got kidnapped right there, Food for Less. The other kid, this is in the same day. The other kid get kidnapped there at Stater Brothers. Okay. So now I'm learning about this stuff and I'm going to authorities and they tell me, shut your mouth, you talk too much. That right there says, you know something. So guess what? I shut my mouth. I talk too much. And I told him, I said, you're right, because maybe it did not happen. I just know the parents. Anyway, so we have these things going on. There's these was two Hispanic kids too. So now there's a black girl, Black American, and I don't like saying black because we're not black, but because I don't know the nationality where she's from or anything. I don't want to call her colored. But anyway, so she a black girl, young girl, teenager, what have you, and they had her in the van. They had kidnapped two of them at a time in the van, but luckily the train was there and she kicked and got herself out the back of the van. That's how they got caught. So this stuff is happening. Is real. And you all have to understand it. It is real. The authorities are not putting it out because they don't want to alert the community. Okay. Well, why don't we alert the community? Out here in Antelope Valley, it's known for child care, foster care, sex offenders, and a whole bunch of other negative stuff. That's what it's known for. Okay. So it's a lot going on. So please look out. Don't just look out for your own child. Look out for the other kids too, the kids in your community. And you reap what you sow. You're looking out for somebody else's child. Somebody's looking out for yours. You all need to get the number to somebody around the corner. Hey, did my kid make it to the store? I just sent them to the store. Can you look out for them? This is how serious it is. You have to do it. And that person, that little strange looking person, they look strange for a reason. Okay. So evidently you're picking something up in your spirit about that person. And if you're not feeling comfortable with that, then something is wrong. Don't just say, oh, it's a gutty feeling. I thought they were strange. Don't just do that. No, because that very strange person and your little gutty feeling would be the person that's kidnapping somebody's child next door to you. Right next door to you. So we have to be very, very careful. And we have to, if you don't look out for the safety of yourself, look out for the safety of somebody else's. Okay. You feel like your child is strong enough, they can handle it. Okay, go ahead. But look out for somebody else's because they're not. Okay, because you're the only strong ones anyway. Okay, anyway, that. So in way of preparing and making preparations for those times and these times that's happening right now is, like I'm saying, know your neighbors, know who they are. Who are you? Where are you from? How long you been out here? What kind of work you do? And trust me, I ask the questions. What kind of work you do? How many kids you have? What a daddy at? What a mama at? What grandma? What kind of food you cook? All of that. I need to know. I need to know. I want to know. My grandkids always want to go over to visit some people. Just because I seen that child one time don't mean it's okay for you to go to their house. They probably smoke, get high, allow the kids to drink and all of that stuff. It might be okay. It's not okay with me. Okay. Anyway, so know your neighbors. Get some phone numbers. Connect with the people at the store. We don't know who is who. I had some friends, and I'm not going to give up their names. They're locked up. They were traffickers. They kidnapped kids, and they sent them across. I didn't even know this. I'm like, are you serious? They say, yeah, that's why they was helping you out with the drill team. What? They didn't want to mess with those mamas right there, though. They didn't want to mess with those mamas. I seen those mamas putting hands on some dudes, about their kids. But I'm saying that, and I'm really serious. I might have a few chuckles and stuff like that. That's just my personality, just a part of my character. But please look out for one another. We have to, because you never know who the person is. Okay, you just never know. You honestly never know. And so I have got word that you have to be careful. They have people that set it out, and they have some little colognes and oils and stuff that they're selling, and they tell you to smell it. And next thing you know, you're feeling kind of dizzy and woozy. And they say, oh, are you okay? And then they escort you to sit down. Here, go ahead, have a seat. And next thing you know, you done fell out. You wake up with no heart, no kidneys, or what have you. So there's a video that is going around. The lady works there at the morgue, and she was saying how funerals at the mortuary, and she was saying how there are funerals that are happening every day, and they're finding bodies without hearts, without kidneys, without body parts. Okay, this is serious. It is serious. Please don't just take those videos for granted, or don't just. So a lot of people block me because they don't want to get messages that I give. Okay, so maybe I have a tornado in your messenger because I just send them out. I send them out. But I look at them first. A lot of them I have not sent out because some of them been sent out like years ago. So those I don't send out. And what I'll check it out before I send it out, and make sure that everybody's getting accurate information. And so that's what I do. So for your security, don't eat everybody's food. I stop. I don't eat everybody's food. And I'm not doing no potluck, and I don't need nobody bringing me anything. Thank you. Except for Claudia. Bring me some pupusas. Bless you, Claudia. Bless you. It's serious. It is very serious out here. It is very serious out here. Well, not just here, but in LA as well. But there's certain areas that they're just not going to go to. Now, over here in Antelope Valley, we have that 2 freeway. What they did, now they have rails. It didn't used to have rails there, but they have rails now. A friend of mine's, Brother Dika, King Dika. Dika said, you know what, Queen, I pulled over. I just had to look over there. He said, there's so many vehicles down there but this was some years ago. So can you imagine how many more is there? Yes. So, you all be careful, and just be mindful of other people's children. And I mean, that's the best that I can do. It's just put the word out. I know a lot of people know I'm not going to be trying to make up stuff just to put something out there. But anyway, again, this is Nakocha Yara. I am Queen Plazdohtifaw, and I appreciate your attendance. I appreciate you watching the video. And I'm YouTubing right now. And for those that are on the YouTube channel, when you get the opportunity, subscribe, because I am going to have a lot of information that I'll be bringing forth. I'll be having interviews with I'll be having interviews with people. I'll even do an interview with Claudia. She makes some bomb pupusas. Oh my God. And they huge for a very reasonable price too. That was a shout out. But anyway, so that welcome to Nakocha Yara. This is a place where you can get information, even information that I don't know. What I don't know is because you know it. So whatever you have to share, drop it, leave a comment, say something, bing on the bell, so that way I can get enough, recommendations, and then they'll be recommending my videos and other people can hear and see and know what's going on, because I got word. I got word. Okay. Thank you so much for your attendance. Blessings, peace, prosperity, and protection from the God that sit upon the throne, all power in his hands. Love be the reason. Once again, this is Queen Plazdohtifaw, and I'm out. Thank you. I was just shut down. Facebook. Facebook. You can go on my Facebook, Karen Plazdohtifaw, D. Carrier. It's my name. Bless you. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe, tell a friend, protect one another.
Blessings, peace, prosperity, and protection
from
the God that sit upon the throne. All power in his hands, love be the reason. Hold on just a second.